A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, arguably one of the most popular book series in the entire world. I mean, it literally had a TV show adaptation. Anyways, in today's video, I wanted to see if these books were warranted the hype that they are receiving. Will I like them? Will I not? Let's find out. It's time. It's time for me to complete this series, the Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. So in today's video, you'll be seeing me read Killjoy, which is a prequel to Pip and Robbie's story and the stuff that they solved. Then we have the Good Girl's Guide to Murder, which I have read. I read it when I was 15, 16. Cannot remember it for the life of me. So we'll be rereading this because I don't remember what happened. Look how faded the sticker is on the back. But I feel like when I'm reading, things could come back to me. Regardless, I'm still interested to see what's going to happen. Then we have Good Girl, Bad Blood. I'm really intrigued by this. And I'm also really intrigued for As Good as Dead. Apparently they all link, and I'm just so curious, and I just want to read all of them. I need to finish this series. I need to complete the series. I just need to do it because I have wanted to for such a long time, and now is that time. I'm gonna stop yapping. We're gonna start with this one. It is a dinner party, I believe. And how many pages is it? That wasn't even the book. Okay, how many pages is it? Sorry, that was just an alarm going off. But it is literally 138 pages. It's less than 100 pages, and it's, yeah, just a dinner party. And it's just like cutesy and fun and just a little something, but it's not really much. And then we're getting into rereading this. And then, yeah, I don't know why I'm telling you that. I'm really excited. And also, I think what I will be doing is a spoiler-free reading vlog. And if I am going to spoil anything, I'll be putting it at the very end. So, like, not with my thoughts along here. So I'll put it at the very end so you won't have to worry about being spoiled. But that is the current plan of action. I like that there's little extra detailing on the pages. I do. I used to love Come Dine With Me. I love that show so much. So last night I finished Killjoy, and oh wow, I was able to finish an entire book in a night. Okay, it's hardly surprising. This book is a novella and it's really short. The whole premise of this book is that it takes place before the Good Girl's Guide to Murder series, and it's Pip and her friends at this 1920s murder mystery party. Everyone has a role, and then everyone has to like act out and try to guess who murdered someone, and it's like all 1920s themed. I have actually been to a 1920s murder party before, and what was my name? I feel like I'll insert a little picture here of what whatever my name was, because I remember I liked it, whatever it was. I don't remember. But this book, it was cute, it was fun. I feel like it does a good job of, like, you know, kind of setting up Pip as a character. But I don't know if I hadn't already have read this first, if I would care that much. They do mention Sal and Andy and how everyone knows that he killed her. And she doesn't know what her final year project is going to be. And then at the very end, she's like, actually, I know what it's going to be. And obviously we know what it's going to be because this is the whole point of this book. This is the whole point of the book. So it's not really a spoiler because it's the whole point, you know what I'm saying? I think it's, yes, nice that you get to see their personalities. I really like how Pip is smart. I really like how she's like very analytical and she's very serious. I'm not gonna rate this because I just feel like I just don't feel the need to rate this. I feel wrong because if I was to rate it, it wouldn't be very high. Not because it was bad, just because like it's just so short and it's not really for what it. Okay, let's put it this way. For what this book is, it's good. It's a prequel novella and it was good for that. And I liked the vibes of the party and I liked it. That's that. Now it is time for me to read. Hang on, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Okay, the morning that I just had, which, stop, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. It's a heart. It's a heart. Do you guys see that? I'm going to start reading this. Let's talk about it. So what even is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder? Basically, we are following this main character called Pip, and for her final year project, she is reinvestigating the case of Sal Singh killing his girlfriend, Andy Bell. And then he commits suicide 2 days after that. And while there is no really evidence, it's just like, well, that's just what happened. He killed her. That's that. Case closed. And Pip, for her final year project, is going to investigate it. And she chooses this case as topic for her final year project. She uncovers secrets that someone in the town desperately wants to stay hidden. And if the real killer is still out there, how far will they go to keep Pip from the truth? The way I have absolutely no idea. Like, I read this, I cannot remember it. I cannot remember. I know that Sal didn't do it, okay? That's all I remember. But I don't know who did. And I can't remember what's going on. And I remember that she and Ravi, they worked together. But that's it. And maybe when I'm reading, it'll come back to me, but I'm not really sure. What I do like about this is the little, like, details in the book. You guys know I love illustrations. Okay, this is not illustrations, but to Mum and Dad, the first one is, what is all up with all these, like, thriller horror authors dedicated dedicating their books to their family. Part 1. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, look at this. I like when books have other medias and stuff. And is there, yeah, there's like maps, Guys, I'm trying to show you. Like, diaries. Oh, is that a diary? No, it's not. Never mind. That is not a diary. It's pip log or whatever. But stuff like that in books just makes me happy. And yeah, I am so excited for this. I recently, okay, a few months ago, I read The Reappearance of Rachel Price. And what I will say is I did like this one. From what I can remember, me reading this one when I did, I like it better than Reappearance of Rachel. But also, I read this when I was 15, 16. And I'm now 19. So I read it at the age range that it's for. Young adult, you know? And I'm no longer in that age range. So maybe that also, we'll see. But also, this is YA. So I'm not going to be harsh because it's YA. And I remember being a young adult and reading this and liking it. So I'm putting that out there. I'm going to read it now and I'm excited. And I guess we're just going to go along for the journey. And yes, that's the plan. Tell me why I just completely forgot that Ravi is literally like 20. Why did I think they were the same age? What? Okay. Also, I'm confused because when I started reading it, I was like, oh wait, yeah, I now remember what happened. I remember who it was. But as I'm reading, I'm like, wait a minute, no, it is not. So yeah, I actually have no idea. And I just feel like that's so random because for every other book, I can just so remember the ending. But for this one, I can't. But I also did read this at a time where I literally can hardly remember anything about it. Like, I have video footage of me from those ages and I'm looking at it and I'm like, is that me? Like, I feel like it's not. I feel like it's not me. But it's like, but it has to be, because who else would be? You know, who was possessed? But yeah, this book, it's just, you want to keep reading. I love the mixed media. I'm so intrigued by it. Pip's character is very much like, yes, very on the straight and narrow. Someone was like, I want a nose piercing. And she was all like, why would you put another hole in your nose? That's kind of like her personality. You know, she's very particular. But come character development, she's just skipped class. I'm really curious and I want to keep reading. I do have one thing though. I don't know why I had this in my mind, but I literally thought that Sal and Andy ran away together and they actually had a secret love story and they ran away and faked their own death. But I'm actually starting to think that's actually not what happened. But that, for the longest time, I was like, yeah, this is what happened. I don't think so. So let's just keep reading. I have like a little bit more than halfway and yeah, I guess that's that. So yeah, also I'm so sorry the fan is on. I'm actually dying of heat stroke. I got this new candle today. It smells really nice, so I kind of want to light it with you. I really like this brand of candles. Like, I have this other one. It's a caramel one. It's this one here. I really like using this one. I got this white one, so let's light it. It has been weeks since I have finished this book and yet I never told you my final thoughts, and I do have a reason for that. My reason for that was I did finish this book in my car before work, and then when I finished work at 9 p.m, I didn't update you. I guess I just completely forgot as I was walking through a dark and dingy car park and I was like, I forgot to update you, but that's okay because that's what we're here for now. Why do I also look like a drowned rat? I mean, I just washed my hair and like scrubbed my face and everything, but I feel like I'm looking, I don't know, maybe it's the lighting, I'm not sure, but that is beside the point. This book was so well crafted. Is the aircon on? Give me a second, like I'm actually dying of heat here. Apparently it's on. I can't feel it. I really do like the way this is written. I mean, the writing is not complex. It's not like you're reading it and going, wow, this is such lyrical and beautiful descriptive writing, but it gets the job done. And I like how, you know, there is mixed media, which I have already told you about, so I'm not going to tell you that again, although I guess I did just tell you that again. I am so glad that I reread this because I guarantee this one, I didn't know this at the time, but there is a link between these two. And I am so glad I went into this book here with the knowledge fresh in my mind from this one here. Now I guess let's talk about Good Girl Bad Blood. But yes, thoroughly enjoyed this. Glad I read it again. It's very strange because when I read it the first time, my life was vastly different to how it is now. And I just think that's, yeah, it's very strange when you think of things like that. So I try not to think of things like that. But yeah, I guess now it's time to talk about Good Girl Bad Blood because you guys are gonna see me reading it or you would have seen me read it. I don't know. Okay, I don't know, but yeah, this book here now, okay? Do you ever get so locked into a book that there is no time to update you. Yeah, that was this one. I could not stop reading this book. I could not stop. Even when I was trying to do chores, I was listening to the audiobook because I was like, I cannot stop reading this book. I cannot stop consuming this book right now. I need to know what's happening. I just need to know. And I really thoroughly loved this book. Let me tell you that. So in this book, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder is a podcast which has just been released. Wow, that name sounds really familiar. But it's a podcast and it's got quite a large following now. And Pip is like, I'm done with solving mysteries. Don't mind me just reminiscing on this very specific season of Scooby-Doo. Anyway, she thought she was done. She was like, last time it did a lot of bad things for my life and I was trying to figure out what was going on. Like, I cannot go through that again. However, someone really close to her goes missing and the police aren't doing anything about it. And she's like, I have to do it because if I don't look for this person, then who is? If I don't solve this, then who is? And what's going to happen? So Pip is, thrown back into the world of true crime and finding things out in this small town, and secrets are uncovered, secrets are revealed. That's basically the same thing. But things are definitely revealed in this book right here. You really do see Pip's character change and almost devolve in this book right here. For example, vandalism, getting in trouble with authorities. There is definitely a shift in her personality. And I feel like it's done really well, actually, just the change in who she becomes in this one here. This book is so layered. There are so many things that are just, when everything comes together at the end, it's like, oh, okay. One thing that I really liked about this book, there was something in it that was very frustrating, but it's the point. The point of it is to be frustrating. And it's a part which shows the justice system and really the flaws of the justice system, really the reality of the justice system and how things such as money and class can really affect and persuade the inner workings of said justice system. In this book, Pip and Ravi are together. You know what? I just wish that he hadn't met her when she was a minor. That's what I'm gonna say. Like, I just wish that she was, maybe in the year above her at school, but like, I don't know. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I don't know. They don't talk about his age at all in this one. And the reason why I know that he's 20 is because it was mentioned in this one here. And I'm like, but she's 17. And I don't know, like, she's 18 now in this one. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Because also, I did some digging, and apparently in the TV show, they don't even mention his age. They don't. Oh, the TV show! Am I gonna watch that? Are we gonna watch that? We should look to what it's on. Yeah, but yes, I really did like the storyline of this book. I found it very gripping. I did not want to stop to put this down. I really badly wanted to know what was going on. Now, I do feel a little bit panicked knowing that after this, there is literally only this book, because there's a time in my life when I was like, yeah, well, I have the novella, the second one, the third one, and I get to reread the first one because I read it so long ago that I can't really remember it. And I just won't have that anymore. The sadness in me is rising, but, what's that saying? Be happy that you experienced it or whatever. I will definitely be rereading this, and also when I also finish reading that. Okay, sorry. I will definitely be rereading this one, and then once I finish reading the third one, there is definitely going to be a stage where I just reread them all again, because the way that they all link together in like ways you wouldn't expect, the linking, it's very well crafted. The characters in this book feel so real, and it's just the way that so many complex topics are explored, like being a vigilante and what being a vigilante means in an array of different contexts and everything like that, because Holly Jackson explores that throughout this book with so many different characters, and it's just like, it's really clever how she does it, and how it just makes you think, like, so many things in this book. It just makes you think about the real world and just really reflect on so many things. This book was such a roller coaster. It was also the 100th book that I have read this year. So I guess I finished my reading goal. Yay. Last year I failed. So the fact that I finished it early it's really quite nice, actually. What I will say is that Pip has experienced quite a lot of trauma, and I'm really, really, really hoping that in this one we see her getting the necessary help that she so desperately needs, because I feel like she just deserves some peace and serenity, and I'm very curious about what is going to happen in this one here. But this book here, it is good. This series, I now see why it is so popular. I kind of already knew because I really did like this when I read it first, but like now I truly, truly see. And this book, in my opinion, I don't know, this book just felt different to this one, and I say that this is my favorite one that I've read so far, but then also it's hard to explain because I really did also like this one. I don't know, I like both of them. I'm not going to compare them, but it's just really good. And I would highly recommend them. Like, I would. Like, they're so good. And it's just the way that it all links back to the real world and real situations and real things and all the systems and situations that are being critiqued in these books. It's so good. Oh wait, I also have this book by Holly Jackson. Yay, so I still have one more. And she's getting a book next year. She's publishing another book next year. So that's exciting. Okay, that's good. She lives in London. Wait, that reminds me. Did you know that there are actually 2 editions of this? There's the UK edition and the American edition. Now, normally in books, the only change would just be the cover design, but no, like, the words and stuff are changed. Slang is changed in the American one, so it's different from the British one. The places are different, because obviously this one is set in Little Kilton, but the American one is set in Fairview, and I just found that very peculiar and strange. And first of all, it already gets kind of on my nerves that so many books have, like, different covers depending on the UK and the US, because I feel like there are so many the UK, because okay, I live in Australia, but Australia gets the UK covers, and I feel like we get the ugly covers. We 100% get the ugly covers in so many situations. I'm looking at these covers and I'm just like, ew. And so you have to go out of your way to get like a really expensive. You have to go out of your way and have to spend kind of a lot to get American one if you really want it. That is beside the point. Yeah, let's talk about what was I also getting at? Yeah, but like, isn't that so weird that like it's actually so different? Yes, I finished that one. Oh, Killjoy's up there. I'm not getting it down. I feel like Killjoy. Yeah, I mean, it's alright, but... Oh, wait. Killjoy? No, that... I feel like it would be very impactful to have that book down here. But I'm not going to get it. But, like, just... So, it's time to read the last book, which is As Good as Dead. And I am feeling very nervous for this one. How many pages is this? Okay, I really don't want to accidentally spoil myself. I'm pretty sure this is, like... Okay, yes, that was just... a sneak peek for 5 Survive, so we don't have to be alarmed. Are these her acknowledgements? Okay, yes. Now we have her acknowledgements. Okay, so, okay, I just quickly flipped and I saw a picture of her face, which I think means, look, I'm just gonna go with 554 pages. No, 552 pages, because there's a picture, I can see her picture there, and then there's probably the ending pages somewhere around there. I don't know, okay? But, sorry, my alarm just went off. I work in an hour and 20 minutes, but I still set 1,000 alarms just because you know what, I was actually really afraid that I'd still be asleep. I'm not asleep, and I've done actually quite a lot today. But, yes, I'm nervous to read this. This one is about a stalker and their link with a local serial killer. That's, I don't know, and how it all links together with Pip. And Pip herself is dealing with being haunted by the last case. So, very curious, let's read. To reread all the books because of how good everything links together, but it is so weird watching this after I've just finished As Good as Dead, because it's like all the links, it's actually crazy. And I'm glad that they made it the British version, because I know that in America they changed a whole bunch of things, like the town was called like Fairview or whatever, but I'm glad they kept it authentic. Okay, so we're gonna talk about this and then I'm gonna talk about my spoiler thoughts. Alright, let's talk about As Good as Dead, because I feel like this book was such a good book to end off the series with. However, if Holly Jackson did, I'm not saying, if she did make more books in this world, she 100% could. More books following Pip's story, she 100% could. Now, there is such commentary in this book. Commentary on police, on stalkers, on women's injustice, on trauma. I feel like I need to reread every single thing again, basically the entire series. That's what it is here. Just because of the way that this one links throughout the other ones, it's so intelligent, and this means that like Holly Jackson must have had these ideas in her mind from like the very beginning, because the way just everything links is just so good. There is like mixed media in this book, which again I love. That's one of the things I love about this. For example, something like that and things like that, and like pictures in the book. That's something that I honestly really love, the extra detailing in these books. It's so layered, so well thought out. There's so many instances in this book where, for example, chapter 26, where As Good As is like mentioned and it's like title, and I just feel like it's so real. The things that I said about this book, they're so real, like things about the police never believing, so real, and just such, I love all the talk about stalkers, and just because it's such real things that happen, and I feel like seeing it in a book like this can really eye-open a lot of people, because it's so real and so true. A lot of research went into this book, 100%. Like, a lot of research went into this book. A lot of research. I remember a while ago, I saw someone's TikTok, and I didn't know what it meant. It was like, in this book, it's like, did they check her hard drive after she was writing this book? Because, like, yeah, so much research went into this book. However, I was expecting another twist. and there wasn't. It was kind of something happened and it was kind of the aftermath of that. Regardless, I was happy with the things that happened and how everything panned out. She said that she's satisfied with everything. I'm very satisfied with the ending and justice being served in a different way. I am gonna watch the show. Well, I already started watching the show, but I don't know. I think I might pace it out. And I feel like that show just needs to be like a winter show, and where I live it's summer. So I think it just, in my mind, it's like a winter show. So in winter we can watch it. But I started watching it. Now I'm going to, okay, I'll just do like a little brief wrap up as well. This was cute and fun, but I definitely feel like I need to read it again because, again, the linking of things, this just is very nostalgic for me. This one was really good. I think out of all of them, this one is my favorite. And then I love this one, but I'm kind of sad that it's over. Okay, I'm very sad it's over. But that's that. And I'm going to go to my spoiler thoughts. But let me know what you think of this. And and yes. I also have to do my ratings. I'm gonna do my ratings now. Killjoy is, I know this sounds mean, but like 2 stars. The first one is 4 stars. Second one is 4 stars. Even maybe like 4.5 stars. I really like the second one. And then the last one is 3.5 stars. That is my rating. But definitely out of all of them, it goes Good Girl Bad Blood, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, As Good as Dead, and then the novella. And that's my ranking. Okay, this is now spoilers. So if you don't want to be spoiled, bye. I love you so much. I'll see you soon. Okay. I do not remember Barney being killed. I do not remember Barney being killed. I don't remember that. I don't remember that at all. What is that on the back of this book? Guys, what is that chunk taken out of the book? Don't even want to know. Stanley. The way I understand it from both sides, you know, the guy that killed Stanley, like Stanley lured his sister and caused his sister to die. But also, Stanley was coached by his dad and told by his dad that if it wasn't for his dad, he wouldn't have done that. And it's just, my emotions about this man has been put to the ringer because I just don't know. Now, I also just think it was obvious that the couple that moved into Zach's house was gonna be suspicious. Like, it was just gonna be suspicious. As soon as it was like, oh, it's a new couple, blah, blah. But I think how it all links together was very, very clever. But yeah, I know, I understand both Charlie and I understand both Stanley. And it's just, now, the fact that Jason is dead, yes, I'm glad Jason died. And again, the fact that from the very beginning, and in Andy's diary, the way that everything linked together, and the way that Mac, the murder was pinned on him, justice. Okay, you know what? Max deserved it. That line when she was like, it sucks when someone puts something in your drink and ruins your entire life. And I'm just like, yes, I love this series. I did. I love A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I do wish I would have read it when I was a bit younger. I feel like if I was a bit younger, I would love it even more. Again, like when I was 16 when I read it, I feel like I should have read them all then. But yes, I love these books. I love them. And I think now I finished it, I really want to finish reading the Natural series because I've only read the first one there because I feel like they might be able to fulfill the whole, but yes, I really love these books. 100% will reread, 100% will recommend. They're so good. The way it's written, everything, I love them. Okay, so that's what I've got to say. But thank you so much for watching. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.